Ideas are a dime a dozen and we get them often. And it's always good to act on the good ones as soon as possible. Got an email here from somebody who is wondering, hey, how do I do a quick launch and start making some money? Let's talk about it. Roll it. Welcome back to another video. My name is Nikos Rentas. This is mentorsapproach.com. If you like what you see at the end of the video, hit a like. And of course, hit the subscribe and the bell so you don't miss those daily motivational ideas to get your mindset moving in the right direction. Today's video comes from an email where somebody has had a rough patch. They've been in a rut. They went through some, the tragedies of life that we don't want to experience, but we do. And now they have a new idea and they're going, how do I get moving quickly? How do I get going on it? And I know people who watch the channel will be in this situation, so let's jump into this. Hi Nikos, I got beaten down after my divorce. Lost quite a bit, including my business. I'm thankful that I was able to survive the storm. Sorry to hear all that, and it's good that you survived and you're feeling good about it. I'm working on a new idea, and after your last video on knowing when to niche down, I'm wondering what is the easiest process to launch. Excellent. You're in a great spot, even though everything that's happened, and it's great to be so positive about this new idea because you gotta get moving, you gotta get back on your feet and moving in that right direction. So your question is really, how to get cash flow. How do I get cash flow moving on my new idea? Now your idea could be a product or a service. I don't know what it is, but it works in a similar fashion. You're looking at it and you're saying to yourself, I need cash flow. What usually happens is people have this idea and this idea pops in their brain, and they might have had like 10 ideas, but this one really good one pops in their brain, and then they start thinking, this chatter comes in, or they start talking with other people too, they start looking around, they start doing the research, and then all of a sudden this chatter goes right on the paper, on your planning, and then all of a sudden everything is just expanding in a drastic swoosh movement where you have all these ideas and your original idea is not the same idea. And in the video that you're referring to, which I'll post above and below, what's going on is that you are niching it back down to that original idea. So the add-ons and everything else you thought, we really look at it and we say, do we need it in order for somebody to buy what my idea is, whether it's a product or a service? And what you want to do is bring it down to that level where, hey, I can sell this. And then who am I going to sell it to? You do your research on that and you go after that market, that specific individual market. The goal, again, is not to expand rapidly on this moment. What it is so you can bring cash flow in order for you to be able to expand. Very, very simple. I mean, I meet people every day that are working on something for so long, they haven't brought in money, they're getting discouraged, and they're going, what should I do? And it's like, just niche down, sell this. Just sell this one aspect of it to a particular niche market. Well, what about everybody else? Don't worry about everybody else. Everybody else is not needed right now. We need one specific area where we can sell to. And an example would be these lights right there, these lights, LED strips. Do you think the guy who sold me these online, do you think that, they were targeting everybody? Well, no, they were targeting specific people, especially YouTubers. That's how I came around about it, and it's a more longer story that I'll get into, but they were targeting specific clientele. They're not worried about everybody. Everybody is everybody, and you don't know who. It's not like throwing a hook out there. We want to be really direct and laser focused on it so that we can drag in the right people at the right time. Many ways exist to start this procedure, but there's some few fundamentals that we've got to look at. Namely, the first one, which is critical, is start your social media momentum moving. And this is to say you're going to start slow and you're going to start creating content in order to release the idea into the world. Very, very, very manageable, so that you don't waste too much time on it, but you're gonna release it towards that direct niche market that you found. And as you're, if I knew LED lights that were amazing, and I would be targeting YouTubers, and I'd be looking directly at the YouTubers that could make a big impact for me on one hand. On the other hand, it'd be all the small guys that, depending on the price of the product, I would target to the specific ads. And what you want to do is come up with a way to create social proof. It's one of the hardest things to do, but social proof is critical. This is like step 2. With your social media, create social proof so you can get people referring your product or your service so that you have evidence of success. Right now, I'm looking for YouTubers that I want to sign up with that have their courses and they talk about how they grow. And I mean, I've done the Udemy courses. I haven't found anything worthwhile. Everybody I talk to tells me the same thing. And I'm like, well, I really want to grow it, and I'm going back to social proof to see what people are saying about the program, to see are they, actually helping specific people only in certain industries, or are they able, is what they're teaching working with everybody, and should I spend that extra money or not? And social proof is the way right now for a lot of ideas out there, a lot of products, a lot of services. And then the next thing you want to do is set up a landing page where you can sell your idea. And that's very simply put, you want to come up with a funnel, and some kind of funnel that people will come to. They'll be able to exchange their email for some free content that you're administering, and then from there address that product that's going to be launched in a month, 2 months, 3 months, or how you're going to get people to create that social proof by sending them the free product in the first month so that you can get that social proof. This works for a product or a service. It doesn't really matter what you have, because at the end of the day, you're growing your email list, you're growing your social proof, and then what you also might want to do is start up a group of some form, a community, where people can go in there and they can start chatting and working through it. So I bought a drone that I'm still waiting for, like months later. But they did a great job. It was on Kickstarter. It was a different format of different technology, and their format was really simple. All they did was they launched it to Kickstarter, they got a Facebook group going, they got everybody motivated to buy into the idea, and they had a good group where the group was giving both good and bad feedback, but at the end of the day they were responding in such a way where it brought trust to what they were doing. Now on that landing page, once you're ready to go with your idea, just pop it up there with a PayPal button and off you go. Focus on that niche market, and cash flow will start coming in, so then that you can start expanding once you are having that money coming in. Cash flow, cash flow, cash flow. If you can come up with something that's residual, that is critical, because it will help you continue to grow. An example on this are websites. I've been in the web design industry for years, and it's a great industry to be in. You have that end product that you're delivering, that website, but you have the upkeep, the services that are needed, especially in today's world where we have social media and content's continually needed. People are spending a pretty penny on that, and you can grow rather fast on the cash flow side of things. And that's a service base, but it's more of a hybrid with you delivering that end product. And that residual each month that's coming in, where you can tell somebody, hey, for $1,000 or $2,000 I'll be doing all this work for you, or for $500 plus the hosting, you got yourself a good moving forward, and you have that increase of cash flow that's going to be coming in each month. This can all happen overnight, or it could take time, so don't discourage yourself. Start moving in that right direction, get moving, and what you'll find is that new world out there where it's going to bring you that benefit, that happiness again of you being somebody awesome in what you're trying to do right now. It's just down the road. Just keep moving. My name is Nikos Rentas. This is mentorsapproach.com. Hit a like and hit a subscribe, and of course leave your comment. This is just one of the many ways to do this kind of strategy on punching out a product or a service and getting it moving in the right direction. But leave your idea below, and who knows, somebody might be reading it and you might help change a life.